Hi everybody, welcome back to Stumpy Grump Scale Speed Shop. I got the Revell 1970 Plymouth Road Runner all finished up. It went together really nice, really decent kit, even though it's a low parts count kit. Really had a good time with it. I really love these old monogram 124 scale muscle car molds. I've got a few more to build. They just go together really nice. Really happy with how it turned out. Let me get the camera turned around and I'll get to showing it to you. So here it is. This is the Revell 1970 Plymouth Road Runner. This is 124 scale. This is another one of those 124 scale old monogram molds. They build up really nice. They had like a muscle car series or whatnot of them. Really decent kits. Not a lot of parts to them, but they do build up really nice. This one is painted in Anita's galvanized tin craft paint, metallic galvanized tin craft paint, cleared with Createx 4050 UVLS gloss clear. Wet sanded it, polished it, waxed it. Bare metal foil on the trim. I decided to go with the Steelies and the dog dish caps for the wheels. You see all the decals and the water stickers on it. I used the decals for the marker lights too, the front and rear marker lights. Everything goes together really nice on this kit. It's a really decent kit. Really like the way it turned out. I just used black inside for the grille, clear orange for the front lights, Tamiya clear orange. I use Tamiya clear red when it comes back around for the tail lights. You can see right there, hand brushed Molitel chrome on the Plymouth, script on the back there. Tamiya black panel line accent color inside the door jambs and the trunk there. Make things a little bit more realistic. I did cut out the exhaust tips. Can't really tell, but I cut the exhaust tips out. I really like how this one turned out. Flipping things over to take a look underneath. A pretty basic chassis and everything, suspension wise. One piece, that's one piece suspension there pretty much. Exhaust lines up pretty good with the manifold. I use pencil to trace in these lines here. Just use a pencil. And one piece rear end has the springs and the axle and the differential and the drive shaft all together. No shocks on this one actually. So if you want to get that realistic look, you can dig into your parts box or go as far as make your own or something like that, or even maybe get some 3D printed ones. I traced in, just use a black Sharpie for the gas tank straps. Molitel chrome was used for the exhaust tips, and I did drill them out a little bit. I don't know if you can really tell, but I drilled them out a little bit. So pretty basic suspension there and chassis. Moving on to the engine compartment, you see I added some spark plug wires to the engine here and some heater hoses. Extra little detail there. I very carefully used a marker and some paint to highlight these molded in hoses in the engine compartment. Just make things look a little better than just leaving them silver. And just detail painting on the rest. the washer reservoir and stuff over there, and the battery, and the brake booster and master cylinder. We'll move things around to the side, and I want to give a shout out to @RayRussell6258, who led me to a tip of putting a groove underneath these, like the water bottle here, to make it look a little bit more of a two-piece instead of just a solid molded, you know, on these molded in parts. I think that did a real nice job of helping things out there. We'll come to the other side, and I did the same thing with the battery right there. Just took the back of a X-Acto blade, taped it off, and just ran it along the tape and put that groove in there. So thanks again @RayRussell6258 for that tip that he got from another YouTuber that he can't remember, but excellent tip. Move around to the interior. I added door locks. The pistol grip shifter, just craft paint to make it look wood grain. Apple barrel craft paints. I used khaki and nutmeg brown over a black base. Pretty simple steps. On the door panels, you see in the distance there, I use bare metal foil. And on the door handles and window cranks, I hand brushed Molotov chrome. We'll go to the other side. Get a view there. Might be a little bit of a better view there with the lighting there. I did add embossing powder for the carpet. Can't really tell from here, but there's embossing powder for the carpet. Createx Opaque Black was what I used for the dash, the seats, and the door panels. I love the Createx paints. Really, really nice. Go to the interior here with the steering wheel and the dashboard. A couple of gauge decals you get for the speedo and the tack and clock. But those 4 units you can see in through the steering wheel there are no decals for that. There's a little bit of molded in detail there that you can pick out with a toothpick and whatnot to get that detail. That's all I did. So that's it for the interior. This was a really, really nice kit. Like I said before, it goes together really nicely. Not a lot of parts on these. 77 parts on this one. Most of these 124 scale monogram muscle car kits that Revell is re-releasing didn't have a lot of parts. Right around anywhere from even 60 to 100, I guess. You're lucky if you get 100 parts in them. The GTO only had like 63 parts that I just got done with. But they're still really, really nice kits. Not a lot of parts, but you can do a lot with paint and other things to detail them out and make them look really, really good. Just takes a little bit more effort and ingenuity to do it. But I'm really, really happy with this one. With the decals, though, this front stripe was a little bit of a booger to get on, to line up right and to get everything straight and not have any wrinkles. You know, I got a couple of wrinkles in it. I'll admit to that right away. There's got a couple of wrinkles in it, but you use your micro satin, micro sol, or mark fit, or whatever you want to use, decal solvent, Solvaset, to make it lay down a little bit more. I don't have any micro sol, so mine's didn't lay down as good. But what are you going to do? You know, it looks pretty good. I like it. So anyways, everybody, thanks for watching Stumpy Grump Scale Speed Shop. I've got another project small project I'm starting. I stripped the color on a previous build, and I'm going to repaint that. So that's just going to be a quick little project, probably to round out the rest of the year. So be on the lookout for a video on that. Until then, thanks for watching Stumpy Grump Scale Speed Shop.